What you need to know this morning out of Opelousas as police investigate a Thursday evening shooting that left one injured. And multiple people are wanted this morning in Lafayette Parish. A breakdown of what we know in those investigations and how you can help.
And we're watching radar closely as we see more showers in the forecast. We'll find out if it turns out to be a rainy Friday coming up.
And the highly contagious Delta variant is raising two big questions around COVID-19 vaccinations. We're looking into growing concerns as well as how it's affecting people here in Louisiana.
From Fox 15 and KLAF NBC, News 15 Today starts now.
Good Friday morning, starting the morning off in our crime watch here in Lafayette. Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office needs your help locating a wanted man. 24-year-old Terrius Brumfield wanted for attempted second-degree murder. Anyone who knows where Brumfield can or be found should call the Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office. Also out of Lafayette, the sheriff's deputies need the public's help finding 21-year-old Darren Rideau Jr. He's also wanted for attempted second-degree murder. Again, if you have any information on this suspect, get in touch with LPSO at 337-232-9211 or call Crime Stoppers. Multiple members of one Lafayette family have been injured while setting off fireworks this week. Lafayette Fire Department investigators say the father set off an artillery shell style firework while holding the tube in his hands, and as a result, three of the family members suffered from major injuries, including a 5-year-old. The sparks from the fireworks set off another artillery shell, causing serious burns. The father and the daughter had to undergo surgery as a result of their injuries. Well, the latest this morning as Opelousas police investigate a Thursday night shooting on Artigue Street. Police Chief Martin McClendon tells us they got a call around 7:30 yesterday evening. The caller identified themselves as a neighbor, saying they heard 3 gunshots from the home next door. One person was injured and has been transported to a local hospital. And as of right now, officers have arrested 2 suspects involved in this incident, and we'll continue to bring you the latest as this story develops. Staying in Opelousas, the police department is asking for the public's help in finding the person responsible for a hit and run that happened on the 4th of July. It happened in the 1300 block of Mouton Street. The accident left a 13-year-old severely injured who's currently hospitalized and in serious condition. Police can only describe the car as a light-colored 4-door sedan. So anyone with information related to this hit and run should contact Opelousas Police. Well, St. Landry Crime Stoppers and Opelousas PD looking for the suspects responsible for breaking into Growley Elementary School. This video shows the extent of the damage, and according to police, the classroom was vandalized on Tuesday. Again, anyone with information on the location of the suspect should call Crime Stoppers at 948-TIPS. Well, switching gears, let's get you up and out the door as we check in with Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier. Good morning, Adam. What do you have for us?
We're already seeing some showers out there this morning. More rain chances expected through the day today. You can see that they're very light in nature. There's a few sprinkles out there scattered across the area. Not a whole lot to this. No heavy rain, but most of the area reporting at least some cloud cover. Lafayette, though, clear skies, 76 degrees, 74 in Opelousas, and 76 to begin your morning in New Iberia. Going forward through about 9 o'clock, we look at some of those showers lingering, a temperature of around 81. But by lunchtime and then going into the afternoon, it does appear that it turns stormy yet again. Those highs climbing into the mid and upper 80s. We're going to talk more details on these storm chances and what you can expect going forward through the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Okay, sounds great, Adam. Thanks. Looking forward to it. Well, a community notice out of Iberia Parish. The city of Jeanerette will be under a boil advisory until further notice. City officials say the water supply is having a system-wide loss of pressure. All customers in the area should disinfect their water before consuming it, making ice, brushing your teeth, or using it to prep food. So to do so, boil your water for 1 full minute, and that minute begins after the water has been brought to a rolling boil.
Well, we got a sneak peek from Al Hebert all morning yesterday, and you'll get a chance to see it for yourself today. Starting at 9:45 this morning, Lafayette Habitat for Humanity is hosting a grand opening of its second restore. All proceeds from the restore directly support Lafayette Habitat for Humanity's affordable homeownership program. That means each time anyone shops, donates, or volunteers at the restore, they're helping local families build a safe, affordable place to call home. Well, Centerville Senior Primary Care will host a fun game of charades this afternoon. You're invited to play the Guess the Word rendition at 539 Bertrand Drive here in Lafayette. It's from 1 to 2. Click the Find Events tab and search for events in Lafayette on partnersinprimarycare.com. But you must RSVP, so give them a call if interested. Well, the Golden Girl invite to the final night of Christmas in July. Big Brothers Big Sisters of Acadiana hosting a murder mystery dinner theater at their center located at 123 East Main Street. Tickets are still available through their Facebook page. Guests will enjoy a classic whodunit case along with a 3-course meal and an auction and raffle. Expanding coverage to news around the state. A dispatcher from Mansfield Police Department faces charges of malfeasance in office. An investigation found that 23-year-old Destiny Allen was selling confidential law enforcement information for personal gain. Allen is booked into the DeSoto Parish Jail. No more information is available at this time as this investigation is ongoing. And state police are looking for a suspect involved in a fatal hit-and-run crash that happened in Baton Rouge. The incident happened at around 2 a.m. yesterday at the intersection of Jor Road and Mickens Road. The crash claimed the life of 41-year-old David Copening of Baton Rouge. And according to state troopers, Copening was pronounced dead at the scene. Troopers need your help finding the driver of that vehicle, so anyone with information should contact Louisiana State Police Troop A. A Baton Rouge man's conviction and life sentence upheld by Louisiana Appeals Court. Jarrett McCaslin has been denied a new trial or a hearing on his claim that his girlfriend died from an accidental overdose back in 2013. McCaslin was prosecuted under a law that allows authorities to charge someone with murder for distributing or dispensing an illegal drug that directly causes a death. McCaslin's attorney argues the law was used unfairly to prosecute him for drugs his then 19-year-old girlfriend willingly bought and ingested. And a reminder this morning and every morning, you can catch up on continued coverage of the latest news around Acadiana and the state by visiting our website at klaf.com. Well, it's almost impossible to miss the fluctuating gas prices around Acadiana. Coming up, what people in the area feel about this consumer issue. And the Lafayette Parish Animal Shelter could use your help. We'll tell you how you can lend a hand to some of our furry friends.
And looking at that morning forecast, if you're in Jennings, you could have some thunderstorms beginning around 9 o'clock and carrying on through lunchtime. We're also talking about more rain chances for the weekend coming up.
And next, checking in with our favorite, Al Hebert, for the first time this morning. He's live from another one of our favorites, Mendez's Seafood Bar and Grill. Checking in with him after the break. Stay with us.
so many
Check, check.
laughs,
Check, check.
comments, but like I would.
Welcome back. It is 5:11 and it is also time for the Friday feed. This morning, Al Abear is out with a great friend of the show, Jeff Hernandez at Mendez's Seafood Bar and Grill. Something good always cooking over there. Al, how's it going?
Hey, you're right. It's so good to see Jeff again. We have not seen Jeff since before the pandemic.
Right.
So it's good to be here at Mendez with Jeff. This guy is fantastic. Jeff, I'm glad to see you made it through the pandemic.
Absolutely, Al. We made it through. You know, we've been here 4 years, and we made it through the pandemic. Glad to see our old guests, and happy to see new ones.
Well, it's great to have you back on the show. You have new menu items, right?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about it.
Well, we have a grilled lump crab cake we're going to do for y'all today.
Yum.
Can't go wrong with fresh crab meat, huh?
Oh, no, absolutely.
We have a Kung Fu tuna stack, which is our play on a sushi roll. So no rice, no paper. We're just going to stack it up. Tuna, avocado, crab meat salad, you know, all the good stuff everyone likes. We have a southern duck quesadilla, duck confit, collard greens. If you like collard greens, you're going to love this thing. Pepper jack cheese, and we infuse cayenne infused honey. And then we're doing a seafood stuffed avocados.
Now,
Get away from the fried food, Al.
Oh, Lord, I'm a deep fried kind of guy, but I always my goal is always to try to eat something that's not fried because I have both portion control issues and I don't work out a lot, Jeff. I guess you can tell that. I try to stay away from the gym. I'm afraid I'll drop a weight on me or something like that. Now, one of the things they were talking about at the station were your nachos that I know you're going to make a couple of changes in the nachos, right?
Absolutely. We're just redesigning we're doing a different chip. That's it. The nachos still the same stuff. House smoked pulled pork, coleslaw, our pecan garlic barbecue sauce, our white queso. But yes, our chip is a little bit different.
Well, Lauren, our producer, was saying, "Oh, the nachos." So everybody loves you. You're definitely a friend of the show, a friend of the station. People are so excited we're here. Hey, we're going to go back to you in the studio, Alex. Jeff and I are going to get ready to cook on today's Friday feed.
He had my heart this morning at seafood stuffed avocados. That sounds so great, even at 5:13. All right, guys, we're going to check back with you. Yes, it sounds great. In just a bit, on your screen, weekend business hours for Mendez's Seafood Bar and Grill. You can visit their website for other weekday hours and, of course, all of their menu items. A 14-year-old Louisiana teen is the first African-American to win the Scripps National Spelling Bee. We're looking at her winning moment coming up. And first-time home buyers here in Lafayette could get help through the affordable mortgage loan. We have those details for you just ahead. But first, after what feels like a long, rainy week, will we see a drier weekend? Well, chances are probably not, but we're checking in with Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier after the break. You do not want to miss it. Stay with us.
Always tracking, always alerting. Here's your Storm Track 15 weather.
Welcome back. It is 5:17. It looks like we could see some more rain today across Acadiana. Checking in with Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier for the latest. Adam, good morning. It is Friday, so you naturally have some good news for us.
You know, I think actually we are going to see some drier times in the forecast. It's just going to take a little while to get here. The thing is, today, probably not going to be that dry, especially the later in the day we go. So maybe you're headed out on the waterways this morning. We're looking at 9 o'clock in the morning, 81 degrees and some showers. Already seeing those showing up on radar out there, so you want to pack the raincoats. By midday, we're at 85 with widespread showers and storms. And by 3 p.m., you can see there 87 degrees with more thunderstorms sticking around. A little earlier with the rain arriving than what we had yesterday, so that's why we kind of expect, and I'm kind of expecting, that our temperatures are a few degrees cooler. We hit 89 degrees at Lafayette Regional Airport yesterday. Probably not going to get there today because we're already seeing those showers moving on in off the Gulf of Mexico. There's more rain behind this, and that's all getting funneled up to our area. Now, the showers we do have around right now, very, very light. They're not amounting to a whole lot. This is not anything that's going to cause any flooding. There's no severe weather out there, just some sprinkles as you head out the door right now. But some heavier rain exists just offshore, and that's going to be working its way on in the later in the morning time we go. In fact, by 9 o'clock, our futurecast shows that heavy rain possibly over towards Lake Charles, moving towards the north and east. And that expands across Acadiana. In fact, some big storms by midday could be showing up down closer towards Abbeville and New Iberia. And then as we get later on into the afternoon, as what we saw yesterday, it kind of expands about and then starts to fade away once you get the storms kind of raining themselves out. But some heavy rain will exist with these storms, and obviously a lot of lightning too. Even by 7 o'clock, especially down closer to the coast, we could be tracking some more of those showers. So at least through 7 p.m., I have a chance of thunderstorms sticking around. And at least for the first part of your evening, so between 8 and 9 o'clock, you can expect some more showers to stick with us. But by the time we get into the overnight hours, say around midnight, we'll be seeing drier conditions, mid-70s for those overnight lows. And looking ahead through the rest of your weekend, Saturday, kind of starting off with a few showers again, very similar to today. Scattered showers and storms through the afternoon, but not quite as many, so I expect us to hit 90 degrees on your Saturday. Sunday, even less rain chance out there, just some pop-up storms, and that means we are going to get hot. So we have those rain chances sticking around through the weekend, but they become spottier in nature, those lower 90s showing up. And then going into next week, it looks like Monday probably going to be the rainiest day until at least next Thursday, where we could see a few more pop-up storms. But that does mean, Alex, we get hot and steamy, those 90s making a comeback.
Honestly, I think I'm okay with that at this point. We just need to dry up some of the, yes.
Just to dry out a little bit.
Sounds great. Well, thank you, Adam. We'll check back with you in just a bit. But coming up, the girlfriend of a Texas man facing more charges in the death of her boyfriend's son. Police breaking down the track that led to her arrest. And the city of Scott working to be classified as development-ready community, but it can't happen without your input. What you need to know coming up next.
Yesterday at 4 p.m. Hey, Brandon, could you change over the Weather Center TV to Weather 1? Thanks.
Welcome back. 523. The City of Scott and Louisiana Economic Development partnering to help make Scott the second Louisiana development ready community here in Lafayette Parish. The City of Scott is asking residents to fill out a survey to help Scott gain the opportunity to attract businesses and investors for the city. You can find the survey at cognitoforms.com/Louisiana Economic Development. And if you have some spare time and enjoy taking care of animals and maybe some other administrative duties, head over to the Lafayette Parish Animal Shelter. The shelter is accepting volunteers to help with the animals, off-site events, as well as photography. Head to lafayette.la.gov for more information or to fill out a volunteer application. Well, the direct economic impact of higher gas prices has many in Acadiana wondering why prices are fluctuating. News 15's Courtney Williams looks for answers to one question: how are people feeling about the increase in prices?
I'm at $67 right now, so I'm thinking it's going to stop somewhere around 72, 75.
The economy is still struggling to emerge from issues caused by the pandemic, such as gas prices, some as low as $20 for a full tank or as high as $72, which is what Wesley Green is accustomed to paying.
You gotta have it, you need it, so whether it's high or low, you still gotta pay for it.
The national gas price average has increased 40% since the start of the year. One person tells me they would like to see prices increase more.
Well, they're $2.87 for regular, and I think I wish it would go maybe a little higher and more people could have jobs.
Oil and gas companies have encountered labor shortage, which can also have an impact on gasoline production. The current average for gas in Acadiana is $2.77, and Green believes gas is a necessity, so there's no need to complain.
You gotta pay for it if you need it, you gotta have it, so. I mean, it's up to you. If you don't pay for it, you can't go where you need to go do what you need to do. So,
well, studies show working class Americans drive older, less efficient cars and trucks and spend more of their incomes on fuel. But for more information on the increase of gas prices, you can head over to our website, klaf.com. Well, 14-year-old Zila of Avant-Garde has made spelling bee history, and guess where she's from? She's become the first African-American winner in the 96-year history of the Scripps Spelling Bee. The champion speller is from Harvey, Louisiana, and the only previous black winner was also the only champ from outside the United States, Jody Ann Maxwell of Jamaica, back in 1998. Zaylee said she was fully aware that people were watching her and dreaming of following in her footsteps. Olympic organizers today held a flame unveiling ceremony in Tokyo, celebrating the arrival of the Olympic flame in the city. The event came a day after the government put Tokyo under a COVID-19 state of emergency because of rising new infections in the highly contagious Delta variant. The uptick in infections forced the Tokyo city government to pull the torch relay off capital streets, allowing it to run only on remote islands off the Tokyo coast. The relay has repeatedly been rescheduled, rerouted, and sequestered in public parks away from the public since it started back in March from northeastern Japan. Well, researchers identified genes associated with increased risk for severe COVID-19 illness. What this could mean for you, coming up next.
And looking at radar, we are seeing, well, hopefully we'll be seeing some showers. There we go. Rolling their way on through here. We're tracking some rainier times, but also some hotter times in your forecast coming up.
Got shot, right, in Harvey, Louisiana? The guy that went to do
From Fox 15 and KLAF NBC, News 15 Today starts now.
Good Friday morning and welcome back. You are watching News 15 Today. I'm Alex Worstel. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're starting off by getting a check of the weather with Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier. Good morning, Adam. Good news for us today?
Well, possibly. I got to ask you a question, though, Alex.
Yeah.
How tall is your grass? Is it like this, or is it more like the knee-high length out there?
No, actually, it's the shorter one. No,
Okay.
thanks to my sweet husband. We've got a great guy that helps us out. But no, it looks great. That's one
Okay.
thing I can say. Yeah.
Well, that's because I know that a lot of people around the area are kind of like, I went in